Shalom. I like to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakaha Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, the great millstone who rule well, taught me this truth. Peace and salutations to the Akim, preaching his word with truth and sincerity around the four corners. Peace and salutations to the Akim and the few Aqua to listen and learn. You know, the true believers are the hopeful elect. Just coming back in the spirit of the theme of prophecy. I got a couple of articles. Well, I got one article I wanted to speak on that female that was dancing on top of a car and then fell and got hit by the fire truck or another vehicle. Yeah, I just wanted to speak on that. You know, the Heavenly Father's not playing. He's casting judgment on you stupid jakes, especially you females. You know, if you're not coming under the banner of doing what is right, you know, repenting and following the law, statutes, and commandments of the Heavenly Father, you know, trying to keep yourself chaste and stay right for a man of the Lord. You know, the Most High is going to destroy you. And that's basically the bottom line. So let me get this article, hit a couple of precepts, and Lord's willing us to be edifying. Alright, as you read in the heading, it says 18-year-old dancing on top of SUV gets deleted after falling, getting hit by fire truck. So it says an 18-year-old woman was deleted Saturday night in St. Louis when she fell from the roof of an SUV and was then struck by a fire truck. See, all you two-thirds that do your little two-third business, y'all getting judged. And that's a beautiful thing. You know? And rightfully so. You know? Like, what the hell are you doing dancing on top of a car? And I believe there was another incident where a car stopped at a red light and a girl hopped out to start dancing and hopped out to dance on top of a car. And then got ran over by the same car she was in. Or something like that. Matter of fact, fair use.
Nyla Simmons' family and friends are left remembering the teen. They say she was a social butterfly that loved a good time, doing just that last night when she lost her life. Now her parents are asking people to learn from her mistakes and be safe while having fun. It was around 11:20 p.m. Saturday night when a night of fun took a tragic turn. Police say an Escalade stopped at a red light. Once the truck took the left turn, 18-year-old Nyla Simmons, who was dancing on top of the car, fell off. Moments later, she was hit by a fire truck that was responding to a call. Nyla Simmons' parents at a loss for words, trying to describe what happened to their daughter less than 24 hours ago.
And it's a lot of people gonna miss her, but we ain't gonna never be the same after this.
I'm still in shock right now.
They say Nyla was attending a friend's prom send-off prior to the accident.
We just wanted the best for Nyla. Nyla, the incident, it's just tragic the way she died. But that's what hurt the most, the way she died. When Nyla was out having fun, that's what she liked, having fun, hanging with her friends.
Nyla was the youngest of 5. She graduated from Parkway North High School last year and was set to start cosmetology school at Grabber School of Hair Design on Monday.
I'm highly distraught that I don't get to see what she was going to become.
Her parents say They don't blame her friends. They were just teens being teens, saying no one could have ever guessed that the night would end up with Nyla losing her life.
But we all been young before.
Yes.
We all done did some type of things where it could have ended up bad for us.
See, and that's what's wrong with Jake. And look, I stopped it at 144. That's what's wrong with Jake, man. Jake always want to excuse the folly. If you're, talking about, we all, that may be true, but that doesn't mean that you're not supposed to teach your daughters not to be no damn hoes, man. You know, what the hell you doing stopping at a red light and getting out and dancing on top of a car? That's some hoe shit. That's what strippers do in a strip club. And the young lady was 18. So she clearly knew. She clearly had this. She clearly knew right from wrong.
The parents wanting everyone to learn from Nyla's mistakes, hoping this incident can stop another teen from doing the same.
And we want all her people and her friends to take this and learn from it.
Don't get on top of a car, y'all.
Remembering Nyla Simmons as their youngest baby who lit up every room she went into.
Nyla was going to be an entrepreneur. Nyla was going to be great in this world, and it's tragic that she's not here.
Although police say the investigation is still ongoing, everyone involved did stay at the scene and cooperated with police. We will keep you updated on any further information we receive. In studio, Jordan Burrell, First Alert 4.
Yeah, so you see, to be honest, you're not supposed to feel bad. Because when you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. And it just so happened that the prize that she won, she lost her life over it. I mean, it's unfortunate, but at the same time, it's judgment from the Heavenly Father. You gotta understand that the females is not supposed to act like whores. They're supposed to act like mature young women. If she was raised right, she wouldn't have been dancing on no damn roof. She already graduated high school, about to go to cosmetology school to do makeup and hair. All that bullshit. She's supposed to have a man of the Lord and guide the house. It's clearly written in the scriptures what she's supposed to be doing at that age. So I'm gonna just get a couple of precepts, and that'll be the video. Make it straight and to the point. Definitely got to get this. There's the book of Proverbs, chapter 16, verse 25. And it reads, "There is a way that seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death." You see? And that has to do with her. She thought that she was right. She thought she was right by hopping on top of the hood of the car and dancing. But you see, she caught judgment for that. There's the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 10, verse 5 and 6. And it reads, "There is an evil which I have seen under the sun, as an error which proceedeth from the ruler. Folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in low place." Yeah, as you can see, folly is set in great dignity. That's exactly what it was. That was just sheer folly. Matter of fact, Let me get a couple more from Proverbs. Yeah, Proverbs 13 and 16 says, every prudent man or woman dealeth with knowledge, but a fool layeth open his folly, his or her folly. That's exactly what that chick did. She laid open her folly, dancing on top of a car, and then falling off, dancing on the roof for that matter, and then falling off of it and getting hit by a fire truck. Damn shame. And you see her mother, you think her mother would have taught her better than that. That's why the Lord gonna do a lot more killing of you Jakes, because you Jakes ain't right. You know? Here you go. Proverbs 15 and 21. It says, folly is joy to him that is destitute of wisdom, but a man of understanding walketh uprightly. You see? So you gotta understand. That's all this thing was. It was a straight folly. Let me get a couple more precepts and shut this thing down, because the point's been made. You know, you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. There's the book of Job, chapter 4, verse 7. It says, remember, I pray thee, whoever perished being innocent, or where were the righteous cut off? Even as I have seen, they that plow iniquity and sow wickedness reap the same. You see? So you get whatever you put out, that's what you get back. And to be perfectly honest, Job reiterates that Job just reiterates what was said in Galatians. This is the book of Galatians chapter 6 verse 7. It says, be not deceived, the Most High is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. You see? So whatever you sow, that's what you're going to reap. You sow bullshit and folly, that's what you're going to reap. Bullshit and folly, that's what that girl reaped. See, verse 8. For he that soweth to his flesh shall of the flesh reap corruption. That's what that girl did. She reaped corruption because she sowed to her flesh corruption. But he that soweth to the Spirit shall of the Spirit reap life everlasting. You see? So all you gotta do is stay locked into the doctrine of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shem, Yahweh Shai. You know? And make sure that you don't go out like this chick right here, you know? Anyway, that's it for the lesson. Lord's will, you was edified. Until next time, we're going to say shalom to the elect. And don't do no bullshit so you don't get judged.